There we go. Hey guys, how are you? Happy Thursday. Super excited to dive into this boards training with you guys. If you have never used boards, you're new to boards, I'm going to kind of go over the basics. I'm going to share my screen so that you guys can see what it is and how it works. I'm recording this so that you guys will have it later. If you have any questions, because sometimes I do talk quickly, hashtag Jersey girl. You can just go in the comments or in the chat and just ask it, and I'll try to like answer as I go or at the end. I'll try to have you guys off of here in like 20 minutes because I get it. Y'all are busy. We're busy. It's the end of the month. However, if you do want to stay and hang out with me, I'll hang out for a little bit and do a little bit of like workshop and answer questions. So I kind of want to gauge where we're at. If you guys can hop in the chat and let me know, do you have boards set up on your phone? So do you currently have it set up? Yes or no? Like, do you have the app at least on your phone? I'm just curious where we're at with that. All right, so everybody has it. Cool. And then if you had to rate yourself 1 to 10, where are you at with it? Like 10, you're like, yo, I got this. I'm like banging these out. I can create my own dang board with my eyes closed. Or are you like a 1, like I have no idea what this is? Or are you like a 5, you're in the middle, like, you know, I kind of get the gist of how it works, but I would like to fine tune my skills. I want to figure it out. All right, so we're at like from 1s to 5s. All right, cool. Got it. Now, this is my last question. I'm curious. What are you like most, let's go most confused. Like, what are you most confused about with the boards? Just so I make sure I answer that as I go. Like, are you confused with like, how do I use this thing? Like, how do I get it from the app to a text? How do I use it in Messenger? How do I create my own if I wanted to? How do I tweak these things? Like, what do you find most confusing about it? Because I want to make sure. So making your own board, all the above. I love it. All right, cool. Just so I know where I'm at with everything. All right, so boards is, you guys, how many of you have ever used text replacement? Did you guys ever use text replacement at any point in time? Do you know what that is? Or on an Android, I think it was called something else. Do you guys know what text replacement is? So text replacement existed for many years on an iPhone. And if you guys want to go and like, while I'm talking, if I'm on the computer, if you want to go on your iPhone and like pull down the top, you can search text replacement. It's an app or a feature of an iPhone that they had for years where you could put one word and a whole thing would pop up. Like you could write TMW and like tomorrow would pop up, or you could write like home and it could be like, I'm on my way home. Like you can make these. The iPhone, you can still do it. And I used this in my business. But boards kind of took that philosophy, applied it to network marketing, combined the two, and like put it all on steroids. So it basically is allowing us to not just do text replacement. We can send pictures, we can do videos, we can do links, you can do like all this stuff right from the app. So I want to pull my phone up so that you guys can see what the heck a board is. So when you're on your iPhone, right, you want to have, or on your Android, you want to have the boards app downloaded, right? It's an app on your phone. It's pretty cool. So there's 2 ways to use this dang thing. One, as a text replacement, which I'm going to demo and show you guys how you can like get in a chat and just boop, 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 boop. It goes so freaking fast. Another way you can use it is as a team hub, which is kind of, I'm using it as a mixture, right? Like April calendar, are we sending that to a customer? No. So that's part of my team hub. Hustlers with Heart, my team logo, are we sending that to a customer as a text replacement? No. So that's part of the hub. That's part of like how you can use it as a resource spot for your team, right? However, it has the potential to be used as a text replacement. So if you can visualize this thing right here, right? This is a dashboard. It's the dashboard of the board. Each of these little squares is like a drawer in a filing cabinet. Don't know if any of you ever worked in an office building, in a school district, somewhere with a big, tall filing cabinet. That's what these are. They're drawers. So if you click the drawer for the Lean 30 promo, I click it, I've opened up the drawer, and guess what's in there? More drawers, more folders. Look at them all. You can have endless, as many as you want or as few as you want. And then when you click on any other little square, You guessed it, there's more inside of it. So you can go as deep as you want, or you can keep it as basic as you want. You can create as many of these as you want. I love it. Student folders. So I was a teacher, you guys, if you didn't know this, I was a teacher for 10 years. So I love teaching and this is like my jam. But this is essentially a filing cabinet, right? The whole entire board is a filing cabinet where you can put whatever you want and you can move these little squares around. You can reorganize them. You can make it pretty. You could change the little emojis, how we have like the bikini on there. The one caveat to a board is whoever created it is the only person that can edit it, right? However, they did add editors. I'm just not even going to get into that right now. If you guys want to learn how to do that, I will show you down the road. But the main board is the main person that made it. And I'm going to show you how you can take stuff from one and put it on another. I will show you that, I promise. But this is the board. So you can have everything on here. You can organize it however you want. You can move things around. It's like editable. You can pull stuff off and you can have, you guys, watch this. When I hit this arrow at the top to go backwards, like you can have as many boards as you want. Yep, those are all boards on my phone. Disgusting, right? That's how many boards I have on there. So this is my main team board, right? So everything is here. What you're gonna do, right? So say you're here and let's look at it as the hub first, team hub. So we have things on here such as Power Hour, all the resources to run a Power Hour, all in a folder. We have things like launching your business, all the steps for launching your business. Like new social marketers start here and it's all numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way through, right? So that's a hub. To me, this is kind of cool because you don't have to go in a Facebook group. You don't have to go in all these guides. You don't have to go all over the place. It's in one spot, right? You can have your phone in the car and do whatever you want to do. Now, the other way that it can be used is as a text replacement tool. That means you can hop into a chat and you could easily get your text in there quickly, right? So what you have to do on an iPhone is you have to go to settings. I want to make sure you guys have this turned on. You have to go to general. You have to go to keyboard. You have to go to keyboards at the top and you need to make sure that boards is turned on. It has to be one of your keyboards. If it's not turned on, it won't work. Sometimes when your phone updates, it'll turn it off and the board is gone and you're like, oh my God, check here, just turn it back on. So one more time, go to settings, go to general, go to keyboard, go to keyboards, and then make sure you turn boards on. And you can do that by adding a new keyboard. It should see it. It'll see that you have boards. It's super easy to add. Got it? All right, so now how you're going to use it as a text replacement. And I'm going to demo this for you and I can do it more than one time. So if I was going to message, I have a second profile that I had to create at Christmas time because my regular profile wouldn't allow me to go in groups. So this is my other Carrie profile. So I'm going to show you. Let's pretend I'm talking to Carrie. I'm talking to Carrie with the black background, which is not me. All right. What you're going to do is see my little dashboard on the bottom. This is your text dashboard, right? Looks normal. There's a little globe. This globe pops up when you have your keyboard enabled. When you click it, anything look familiar? There's the whole entire board in the chat, right? So it's all right there at the bottom. So how you're going to use this, I'm going to show you. So say you're talking to someone about our products, right? Right here, we have a folder called Our Products. You're talking to them specifically about trim. So we go to the trim folder. Here are our messages that we send. You click on messages. And then we have all the messages that we've created as a team that we use over and over and over, and they're all there for you. So if you were sending the first one, right? Hey, you got to change this, write their name, right? Sarah, I saw your interest on Carrie's. And I'm going to show you how you can make your own board so you don't have to do this all the time. Post, I'm so excited to share. How are you? Send. She writes back, I'm great. What's that deal with that spoon? Message number 2. So that spoon you asked about is amazing. It has clinical grade CLA. It helped me too. You got to change this to your own. Shed 3 pant sizes. So I like to start by asking, what are your goals? What are you struggling with? What are you looking to improve? Send. See how I'm doing it? Then she says, oh my gosh, like I want to lose some pant sizes. I want to lose 20 pounds, blah, 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 whatever she says. Click the globe again. Message number 3. How much are you looking to shed? Do you have a time frame? And she's like, well, I want to lose 50 pounds, maybe in like 4 months. Oh, then you're going to love these products. That's exactly what they do. I just clicked on message number 4. Now, I'm going to show you, stay tuned, how to take these and put them on your own board, because I get it. We all don't talk the same. We all don't have the same results. You want to go fast, right? I want to go fast when I send these messages. I don't want to have to keep changing stuff. So that's literally what you do. And everything's done here. I've taken these ideas from other people's boards, tweaked them, made my own. Now, when you go back in the board, you click the little back button right here if you want to go backwards. And she's like, I want to see the trim video. Here's the trim video. Just click it, send it. I want to see some results. Go to the 1 month result folder. Click it, click a picture, click in the chat right here, right there, click paste. And you can literally send a picture. Like this app is bomb. It does everything. So that's all right there in your dashboard. It's the text replacement. So you have everything. When you scroll down, you have the option to like, you know, I typically drop the Facebook group in there. So like I'll say, hey, here's the group. Like I just tagged you in some, or I just added you to this group. I click on real results. I click that. They now have the group in the thread so they don't lose it. They know where it's at. They know how to get there. All right. So that's all right there on the boards for your people. Okay. Literally how you're going to use this app. Cut and paste, cut and paste. Now, I recommend having your own sub board. All right. Now, what does that mean? So this is our team board, right? Hustlers with Heart. Carrie has her own board right here called My Links. On there, I put things that I typically say. I have like my link to the website right here. So like I can just quickly click it. Like I have not that much on my board. I have basic stuff, right? So how you do that, I'm going to show you. You have your boards. So you go back to the board, right? This is your dashboard, right? So all you have to do is go to the very bottom. See where it says create board? You're going to click it. And you can name it whatever you want. My stuff, my board, my links, Carrie's board, bomb ass board, whatever you want to name it, right? So you name it, you click done. Now you have your own blank slate to play with. So you have a couple of options. Keep it basic if you want, and just put your links. So how you do that is you click the plus sign and you can pick anything you want to add. Do you want to make a folder? Do you want to add text? Do you want to have a video? Do you want to have a link? Whatever. Say you're like, all right, I just want to like maybe link the chocolate trim. I share that, right? Super easy. So what you do is, I'm going to go out of this for a minute. I'm going to go to the Modere store. We all know how to grab our links, right? You go to shop, click on trim, go to chocolate. Because you're like, I share this all the time. I want to have a link for this because I share it a lot. Go to the arrow in the top right up here where you copy. Click copy in the bottom. Go back to the board. Click on link. Hold it down. Click paste. It's loading. You now have a trim chocolate link. And you can change the name of it. You can change it to trim chocolate. Done. Easy, right? Now, let me show you another one that's super cool to have on here. If you go to the Modere Life app, you could do the same thing, you guys. say you want to have, I think I have it at the top, right? Trim chocolate. You want to have the PDF sheet because maybe you share this a lot. Go to the same thing, copy, get the link for the info sheet because now whenever people click on that, they're going to get linked to you. Click the plus sign, click on link, go to the top, paste it in, trim chocolate fact sheet, done. Got it? Now, if you want to stay organized, right? And you're like, oh shit, like I want to have a trim folder. I want to have a lean body folder. I want to have like whatever. Okay, easy. Look, hit the plus, hit folder, name it trim because we're putting all our trim-ish in here, right? The folder's right there. You see it? Get these suckers. Sorry. Hit the 3 dots in the top right. Hit that. Hit select. Boop, boop. I highlighted them. See move at the bottom? Move. Go in the folder. Move here. Paste them in. They're now in a folder. And it keeps it clean. Everybody keeping up? Am I going too fast? Now, the last thing I want to show you before I like open this up for questions is say you're on the team board, right? And you're like, I want to grab some stuff off of Carrie's board because I like all the messages. I like how it's whatever. I just want to tweak it, right? Watch how easy this shit is. Go to the 3 dots. That's how you're always going to copy. 3 dots. Select keys. Remember we were in the folder with our products before with those trim messages? Our products. Copy. You have to copy. You can't move from my board. You can like copy from my board. Go backwards at the top with the arrow. Go back to your board that you're creating. See that little paste at the bottom? Paste the whole effing board. Boom. It's like, I swear, if I had this 5 years ago, not really, 4 years ago, that's when I started. But anyhow, when you're in your own board and you copy it, so now if Lindsay wanted to go into those trim messages and make them her own with her own results so that you don't have to like sit here and keep changing it up, you could change it. And then you can work with speed. You don't have to sit here and like highlight it and change it. And, you know, my advice to you is anything you're saying over and over, you guys, anything you're sharing over and over, anything you're doing over and over, put it on a board, put it on your own board. And I'm not throwing Frank Boyle under the bus or anything, but if Frank Boyle, a 51-year-old guy, can create his own dang board, you guys can definitely do this, I promise. Like this little board right here is his. He created this board with all his stuff that he did once. It's not like pretty, but he knows where it's all at. So whatever, I leave him alone.
You mean it's not pretty? Shit works. Huh?
It works, yes. So yes, that's his board. And he like, you know, he kept saying things over and over. What are your eating habits like? Are you sluggish? This is what I recommend. You know, like we all talk different. So that's where I recommend use the board that I shared with you guys. But go and make your own board with your own stuff that you're doing all the time that you're comfortable with. Because I know some people look at this board. Hold on, it's stuck. This one. And they're like, oh my God, I don't know where everything is. All right, take what you need, take what you want, and then have your biddy board. I mean, let's face it, when you're copying and pasting messages, you don't need Power Hour. You don't need like Project Broadcast. You don't need all this stuff on your own board. You just need the basics of how to have a conversation with people, right? So was this helpful? Did I skip anything? Does anybody have any questions? Want me to demo anything else?
Carrie, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm terrible at retaining here, but anyway, so let's say I want to send someone about make the 3 lifestyle changes. So can I just touch on that and send it through Messenger with the arrow versus the other way or not? How did you say to do that?
Like this image?
Yes.
Yeah, so like you literally would just go into the message when you're in there with them, right? So you're
Well, what
talking,
what I was looking at was I just touched make 3 lifestyle changes, and there's a little arrow at the top. And when I touch that, I could go right to Messenger and send it that way.
in the board.
Yeah,
So you're in the board though. You're not in the message.
right. I'm in the board.
Yeah. So,
So like if you,
that's the app. You can do that, but then you're now going from the app to a message. Whereas if you're in the message, you're literally right below it on the board. So you're able to click the folder, you're able to click the file, it's copied, you go right up top and you paste and you send.
okay.
I get what you're saying. And if you guys don't know what Rose is saying, this is what she's saying. She's in the board, right? If you click on something in here, see the arrow in the top right, she's clicking that. Will that work? Yes, but now you're defeating the purpose of the app, and it's taking away the speed because you're doing another step. Because now Rose has to click the arrow here. She has to click copy. She has to go toggle back to Messenger. She has to click on here and paste it. Whereas she could have just literally gone in the board at the bottom, boop, boop, done. So yeah, she did 2 extra clicks instead of just 2 original.
Okay, gotcha. I'm doing it. Got it now.
Yep. Yeah, boards does go deep. Boards, it has tons of options that you guys can do. My advice is to you, don't overwhelm yourself, right? If you're sitting here and you guys are looking at like the main team boards that we all have set up for you, get yourself acclimated with where things are. If you find it overwhelming, make your own board. But this lets you go fast. Droid phone, Judy, I have to hook you up. I think, I don't know if Lindsay Combs is still doing it. Lori Gerler, I think, has an Android. Is it the same lens? I don't know. I don't have an Android. I know some people are talking about it.
Yeah, I feel like, because I mean, I still have my Droid, so I still use both, but I'm not doing anything different with the iPhone. I feel like I'm only using my board on my iPhone now because it's like updated on there. I don't even know if it's updated on my Droid anymore. I haven't looked, but I haven't had to do anything different there. Oh yeah, no, it's updated there too.
Yeah, Judy, I'll have to see. I'll have to get back with you and check. I don't know what it looks like on a Droid.
I can open, like, it looks exactly the same to me as it does here.
Anybody else have any other questions? Do you guys want me to show you anything on here? Are you good? Do you feel like you've moved from like a 2 or a 3 to like a 7?
I have a question actually. You said, so say like any of these boards that I grab from the group or from yours or whatever. So if I move it into mine, I'm able to change the text within there and it will save in my new board, right? Is that what
Yep.
you said?
Yep.
Okay. Like to change to our own language.
Yep. And that's a good question, you guys. And once you have your own board, nobody else can see it unless you share it with them, right? So like if you pull stuff from people's boards and make your own board, nobody sees it unless you give it to someone, So you don't have to worry about like people, seeing your stuff or like, what did you do? No. And there's a cool thing I'll just show you guys really quick. It just came out, this update thing at the bottom. I'm going to start doing it a little bit with you guys. It's apparently like this little, like, I can tell you guys when I update stuff. I don't even know if you see like the little bubble. I can like try it now and you guys can tell me if you see it.
I just noticed one from you the other day.
Oh, so it did pop up.
Yeah, I just noticed it.
Cool. All right. So I'll just write like 2 days to go.
Yeah, it said like 4 days left.
Sweet. So like did it all pop up on your phones? Can you see it now?
Yep, and I just got it.
Oh, sweet. All right. There you go. Another little push notification, you guys, that's there at the bottom.
That's cool.
Yeah. So everything's done. Copy paste. Again, when you're on your main board, you can always pull stuff around. You can mess with it. My recommendation, you guys, this is like a pro leader tip. if you're running teams and you have a board with your team, and like when this lean promo is done, don't trash it. I have an archive board. So I have a board that I call archive, and I save all my old stuff. So I'll just pull literally that folder. I will take it and I will put it on my archive and I will save it, and all the stuff saves. So that's my advice. Like, don't freaking ever delete anything. Save it.
Cool.
Tracy, at the very bottom, I don't know, it should say updates at the bottom.
In boards?
Yes, on the app at the very bottom, there should be a little bubble. No?
Get out of it, get back. No, I don't see it. We go into our group.
Into Hustlers with Heart. Click on it, and then, or it should be there even without Hustlers at Heart. It's just at the bottom.
Yeah, there's like a little
Bubble.
panel on the bottom. On the left, there's a boards you can click or updates.
On your phone?
Mm-hmm. Like
Mhm.
down here.
Yeah, see it on her screen.
That is a new
Yeah, mine doesn't
feature,
have
and I'm not sure if
Oh,
some of
maybe
you
you
have
have to
to
update your
kind of
phone?
refresh your screen.
Yeah, you might have to update, Tracy. You might have to update the app.
Oh, okay,
So
okay. Yeah, see about updating that.
any other questions? Don't be scared to play with it, you guys. Like, you're not going to mess anything up. You know, it has a ton of potential, especially to be able to message fast. And like when you guys are doing like those spoon posts, you know, like, so you can put things that you say over and over, right? Like, say you're in a Facebook thread, you're in on a TikTok video. You can't say over and over, I messaged you, I messaged you, I messaged you. It'll block you. So change up and make a board with like TikTok comments. Sent you a message, sent you a PM, I DM'd you, check your inbox, and then boom, how fast can you go? I mean, shit, it's as fast as your finger can go at that point.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
So one of the things that it's been really helpful for me is that, you know, when somebody reaches out to you and they want to know something, and every answer can be a little different. So every single, whether it be in Instagram or whether it be in Facebook Messenger or whatever platform, like I even wrote one last night and it's got variation to it. So I'll just save it into boards. So I've got all those different variations, you know, and then just title them, because, you know, like if people want to know about the product, it doesn't have to be exactly, it can't always be the same answer. So always get in the habit of every time you write in a messenger or reply to somebody, you know, it's kind of long-winded. Just get in the habit of saving that in a boards. You know, I put it in my notes, then transfer it to my boards when I have a minute, like I copy and paste it. Just get into the habit. If you ditch it, you ditch it, you know, but just try and get in that habit of copy and pasting and saving it. I did it today. I sent a message yesterday in Instagram. It was late last night. Somebody messaged me, an old friend. And I wrote it out, and it was kind of like a mouthful, but it wasn't something I had in boards. And I actually copied and pasted it to notes, and I actually put it in boards, and I used it on one of my reels today. You know, I just kind of put it on my reels in the write-up part, and then kind of just adjusted it a little bit. So you can use them wherever.
I love that. That's awesome. And I'm happy that Sophie just said notes, you guys. So I dove right in and talked about text replacement, but before text replacement, it was a notepad. I had notes on my phone for everything, right? Like the little orange notepad or yellow notepad, like we typed up everything, and you would have a notepad for this and a notepad for this. And then when you wanted to talk to people, you were like highlighting, copying, pasting, like that took so long. So it went from that to text replacement to now whoever created boards made it with the idea to help network marketers. Like they truly, like that's why it's created. So I'm excited for it. So 30 minutes on the dot here. If anybody doesn't have any more questions, Or if you do. Are we good?
I do, but it's not related to the boards.
Oh, then hang out for a few.
Okay.
Anyone else? No? Stop there,
Thank you,
quick.
Carrie.
You're welcome.